Hello there. This Mazda 2 has a blown brake light bulb and it's a pain in the neck to fit a new one. Nonetheless, we won't be defeated by this tedious procedure, so let's grab a new bulb and get it done. Welcome to Cars by TV. Okay, step 1 is to remove the parcel shelf, something like that, and then fold the rear seat flat on whichever side of the car you're working on, which in our case today is the right side. We now need to remove this large plastic panel from the side of the boot. To remove the side panel, we need to undo 2 screws, specifically that one there, as well as that one here. Here comes screw number 1 and number 2. It's important to drop it, that's always good. We now need to find this central piece of trim on the edge of the boot and just lift it up on one side, like so, and move it out of the way. And that means we can grab this corner of the side panel and then pull the side panel away from the car. So let's have a go. Here it comes. Come on out, off you come. Do you remember when changing bulbs on cars was quick and easy? I do, and it still should be. Now these side panels have been removed, we can access the back of that light, and we need to remove 2 electrical connectors, specifically those ones there. Now, before we remove these electrical connectors, we should make a mental note of which one goes where, so that later on, when we put the car back together, we definitely do it correctly. And we can see that the connector with a green wire goes on this side, and the connector with a red wire goes on that side. And to remove a connector, just push in this little tab and hold it, and then pull backwards. Just be gentle here, and there we are, it pops straight out. And here comes the other electrical connector, just like that. We now need to remove the light from the back of the car. All this to change a bulb. The light is held in place by this black nut on its rear, which can be undone by hand. Quite a long thread. Come on now, nearly there. Try not to drop this one, shall we? There we go. And now the light just pulls off. Well, as is common on this type of car, the rear light is full of water. It's dripping a little there, so we're going to have to drain this before we put everything back together. First though, we need to remove the brake light bulb socket, which is this one here, near the pointy end of the light. The other one's for the indicator. So we'll twist the bulb socket anti-clockwise, like so, and then pull. And yes, I think we can guess why the brake light bulb isn't working. Oh dear. Before we go any further, let's get the water out the light, and of course any broken glass from that bulb. Well, the water's mostly gone on my hand, but at least it's not in there anymore. Let's now remove the broken bulb from the socket, preferably without cutting myself. Now this should just pull out, and indeed it has. just like that. It's raining again, so we're sheltering for a moment inside this old Nissan Micra. Anyway, we now need to find the correct type of brake light bulb for the Mazda. It's one that looks like this, specifically a W21 5W. As for fitting the new bulb, well, it's more or less the reverse of what I've already shown you, but there are a few extra points to bear in mind. For example, when inserting the new bulb into the socket, it's best not to touch the bulb with your bare hands because the oil from your skin can shorten its life. Make sure that's tight as well. Also, when you're refitting the light, like so, make sure that this foam weather strip is present and properly positioned. All right, and you may find this weather strip has stuck to the car, as in this case, or you may find it down here on the back of the light itself. Okay, the side panel is now back in, apart from the screws, but before we do those, we need to reposition this rubber trim. Do you see what I mean? The rubber trim is underneath the side panel rather than on top of it. So to deal with that, we're going to grab a plastic prying tool, pop it in there, and just drag it down like so. All the way, and that will position the rubber trim where it's supposed to be. Good. Screws now. This is number 2. Come on, nearly. There we go. And of course, we need to pop this back as well. That was easy. Right, let's now check the brake light's actually working. So I'll press the pedal and you watch here and let me know. Ready? How's that? Are we working? Yes, good. Best check the indicator too. How about that? Yes, fantastic. And that's the overly complicated and rather tedious way we have to change a brake light bulb in a Mk1 Mazda 2. For comparison, look how easy it is in this Nissan Micra. That one. All we have to do is pull back the carpet, pull back these bulb sockets, and there we go. What a contrast. Look at the state of this gear stick. The top of it has completely fallen apart. Oh well, never mind. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Car Spy TV. That makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.